Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Brian, your National Academy of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer and nutrition coach, and this is the Hall of Gains. So, I have had this specific term, stress weight, said to me a few times now in the past 2 weeks, maybe. I think three of my friends have brought it up, and I think that first off, there's just so many misnomers when it comes to weight loss or weight gain, fat loss or fat gain. People understand the exact science of how it works. So the term stress weight, which really is a real thing, but my friends who said stress weight, for example, one of my friends is trying to gain weight because she, 25% is the recommended body fat for a female. She was at like 17%, and she wanted to gain weight to be at a healthier fat range. So she wanted to put on some weight. And after like 2 weeks of dieting, she said she put on 3 pounds, but she said, I've also been really stressful, so I don't know if I'm putting on fat or if I'm putting on stress weight. And it's kind of similar scenarios for my other friends too. So I'm assuming if I have three friends that think that stress weight is like this magical way of gaining weight, that it's its own separate category. Well, no, there's no magic. Stress weight does not negate the law of thermodynamics, which, if you guys don't know, I've said it so many times, it's that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred. So basically, when you eat food that's putting energy into your body, it doesn't disappear. It is basically transferred into fat. 3,500 calories is a pound of fat. So if you eat 3,500 calories more than you burn, you gain a pound of fat. And then it's the same way in the reverse, but for losing it. If you burn 3,500 more calories than you consume, you will lose a pound of fat. So you don't just get stress weight and just put on fat because of stress. Like, let's say if your body burns 2,000 calories a day and then you eat 2,000 calories a day, you don't put on fat just because you get stressed out. So stress eating is when you are stressed. So basically, I also just want to say I'm not a doctor, just a nutrition coach and a personal trainer. So I'm not giving expert medical advice, but this is just talking about what stress eating is and stress weight. If you get stressed out, you're very likely going to eat more food. So basically, you get more calories in your body. So you either lose the diet that you're going on. So let's say if you're trying to lose weight, either you get stagnant and you maintain weight, or you start putting on weight. So basically, you start eating more food, and that food is generally more calorically dense because a lot of the good stress foods, or I say good, but it's just a lot of the favorite stress foods is chips, candy, drinking soda, ice cream. Very calorically dense food, which means you can eat a lot of it without it filling you up. For example, a half cup of ice cream that it's in the freezer is 230 calories. A full cup, which would be almost 500 calories, is not even close to filling. So somebody could probably have 2 to 3 cups extremely easily, which would be like 900 to like 1,300 calories, and it's not even filling at all. And same with chips. You could eat an entire bag of chips and maybe not get full, and that's going to be like over 1,000 calories. So you eat more, and then that food that you eat is more calorically dense and less filling, so you eat even more of it. So that's kind of how the stress eating. And also, what plays a huge role of stress eating is a lot of people who are stressed out either don't sleep as much or don't sleep as well. And this is bad because sleep affects your ghrelin. Ghrelin basically is a hormone that makes you hungry. It stimulates hunger. So if you only get 5 hours of sleep because of stress, or if you get 7 hours of sleep but it wasn't enough good sleep, you're going to be hungrier. Ghrelin's going to be just knocking at the door wanting you to eat more because of your sleep. So as stress affects your sleep, you're going to want to eat more because you're going to be hungrier. So if you are already wanting to eat more because of your stress, and then you add in lack of sleep to make you eat even more, that's how you can very quickly put on weight. And that's why people will call it stress weight, because you gain it really quickly. Because a lot of people, I'll put this as that if they're stressed out, they're not going to exercise as much. So maybe if they were burning 500 calories a day from exercising, that's an entire pound a week. If they just take that off, there was a pound difference a week. So let's say if they were just at a maintenance calories, they were not losing or gaining weight, and then they remove the exercise but eat the same, they would gain a pound of fat a week. Now imagine if they remove the exercise and then start eating 500 calories more. That means that they would be gaining 2 pounds of fat a week, and you could easily eat 1,500 or 1,000 to 1,500 calories more. So if somebody started exercising 500 calories or less because they wanted to not work out because they were too stressed out, remove 500 calories, they could easily add 1,000 calories to eat. That's 1,500 calories a day of changing their diet. That means they're now in a 1,500 calorie surplus, and they're gaining 3 pounds of fat in a week, which means if you just had 1 month, 4 weeks of being stressed out, you've put on 12 pounds of fat. So stress weight, it's a thing, yes, but it's still fat. It's still calories. You don't just get stressed out and it magically makes you heavier. So basically, being stressed, it can affect your metabolism by just not sleeping as well. If you don't sleep as well, your basal metabolic rate will be slightly hindered. But it's just that if you're stressed, you might not be working out. You're going to be eating more foods, and that more food you eat is going to be less filling and more calorically dense. Just think of how easy it would be. So if I just stopped working out and then started eating ice cream, I could easily start change my diet by 2,000 calories and putting on fat quickly. But stress doesn't, like I said, it's not a magical thing where you get stressed out and you just start filling up in fat. If you get stressed out, you start sleeping less, you start exercising less, and you start eating more, and that's the stress weight. So stress itself is not making you fat, it's the aftermath, the effects, the cause and effect of stress that is making you put on weight if this is happening to you. So if you are stressed, actually working out, exercising is really good for you because it's a eustress, it's a good form of stress. So working out is actually a really good thing to do if you are going through stress. So don't neglect it just because you are stressed out. Also, just, I guess, seek help from friends and family, seek professional help, try and get rid of your stress and anxiety. But yeah, so that's just my explanation of stress weight, putting on stress weight. It's kind of a misnomer, but it also is a thing, because that's one way for someone to easily break their diet quickly and lose a lot of progress, is because of stress, because it will drastically amplify how much fat you put on. Because like I said, you could easily just lose 500 of your calories from exercising and then easily add 1,000 calories a day of eating because you're stressed. And that means if you were at a maintenance before, you're now gaining 3 pounds of fat a week, and it might not even feel like it's that big of a deal because you're going to be eating non-calorically dense food. So even if you say, oh, it's just a month, it's not that big of a deal, but that's 3 pounds of fat right there. That's a lot. And like I said, in one month, that's 12 pounds of fat. That means it's going to take probably longer than a month to lose that much fat. So you've taken 1 step or 2 steps backwards, and now you take 2 steps forward again before you can take another step forward. So you definitely should be wary of this. Stress weight is just basically a cause and effect. It's not just the cause, and that makes you actually put on fat. You have to actually eat or not exercise enough to do it. But that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.